In a country where going to school, showing your face, and speaking your mind are life-threatening choices for women, Mozhdah Jamalzadah has a very dangerous job. She's a talk show host, considered Afghanistan's Oprah. Here's Gailus tonight with the story of this inspirational woman who refuses to back down.
She's young, she's glamorous, she's a YouTube star, and she's the host of her own hit TV talk show. The topics are edgy: child abuse, divorce, women's rights, the kind of issues that can stir up strong emotions anywhere on earth. But this show isn't just anywhere. This show is in Afghanistan.
I wanted to be a part of a difference, even if it was a very small part of a difference. Right now, I have this show where millions of people are listening to what I have to say. Things that are usually whispered about, we just talk about it.
And she's talking about it in a country that ranks among the worst in the world for human rights and rock bottom for its treatment of women and children.
The majority of Afghan families abuse their children. Physically or emotionally or mentally, they abuse their children. Abuse towards females happens a lot here, and we discuss that.
Her name is Mozhdah Jamalzadah, and her show has given her superstar status, earning her a nickname, Oprah of Afghanistan.
It is an honor to be called that, but I wouldn't consider myself at any level close to Oprah, even in Afghanistan.
Part model, part entertainer, part TV personality. She's outspoken, she's controversial, and one other thing.
So you said like this, right?
She's Canadian. Afghan Canadian, to be precise.
No. Don't use that one. No.
Mozhdah learned a lot at her mother's knee. She learned to be a strong, powerful woman. And she learned she must never forget the powerless, the women and children of Afghanistan.
I said, Mozhdah, do not forget your people. You're here, you have everything. You have to think about them. Just have them in your mind. So in the future, you can help their children and women in Afghanistan. You have a responsibility.
The year is 1988. Soviet troops pull out of Afghanistan. The country descends into civil war. Mojdah's father is forced into hiding, and her mother, Nazrin, smuggles 4-year-old Mozhdah and her 2 brothers out of the country to Pakistan. Mojdah's father escapes Afghanistan, and they're reunited. And 2 years later, the family emigrates to Canada, and a very different world.
I love these kind of cafes, like where you could sit outside and have your drink or just enjoy the sun.
My intention to raise a daughter, to be a strong young woman, to have a leadership as a woman for women's rights and children's rights.
We walked with her along the streets in Vancouver, where she grew up doing everyday Canadian things. This is kind of your old neighborhood.
Yeah, it is.
But always with that upbringing in mind. Then, November 12, 2008, and this news.
In Afghanistan, that horrific acid attack at an all-girls school.
2 girls remain in hospital.
This girl was on her way to school yesterday when 2 armed gunmen sprayed acid on her and at least 7 others.
Appalled and saddened, Mozhdah wrote a song. A tribute to 4 young Afghan schoolgirls savagely attacked because they dared to get an education. The song launched Mozhdah Jamalzadah into immediate and worldwide fame.
And Miss Mozhdah Jamalzadah is also going to be here performing a song in the program, so we want to thank her, give her a big round of applause.
A sudden and inconceivable change in her life, singing before the president and hosting a network show in the very country where the horrific abuse of women triggered it all.
When I sit in a car in Afghanistan, I have to cover my whole face and kind of look down so nobody sees.
What she does and how she does it has made her a target for Muslim hardliners.
I just don't know who my enemies are there. It could be a normal person walking down the street hating the fact that I'm doing what I'm doing and just decide to, everyone has a gun there.
But it is the return home and back to the hallways of her old school that somehow brings the sense of duty sharply to the surface.
I had a goal to speak my mind and to try to make a difference in this nation that I left behind. So I ended up writing lyrics with my father. And this song that I wrote was called Afghan Girl. And it's a very political song. Basically, the lyrics mean, I'm an Afghan girl, don't break my wings, don't break my honor. I started receiving death threats right when I started my music because, you know, according to Islam, or, you know, Afghanistan Islam, they don't want girls to get into the entertainment world. So I was a threat to them, and I've been getting death threats constantly.
That courage and commitment beyond her years makes Mozhdah an instant inspiration for young students at her former high school.
I was really inspired by her speech. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you liked it.
Okay. How do you do it? Like, everyone has dreams and everyone has things that they want to do, but it's so scary to like actually go out there and try.
She's my role model, how she did and how she did. She cares about her country and the girls.
Always, always think you're gonna get there. Don't ever let anybody tell you you can't do it. Oh, you're so sweet. I know you're gonna make it somewhere. I know for sure. I can see it in you.
She's special to everyone. She's proved so much, so that gives like us JO girls something to look forward to.
Yeah.
It just gives more power.
Girl power!
It gives us more confidence.
Yeah.
But while she exudes and inspires confidence here, back in Afghanistan, her job, giving a voice to topics that in this country are unspeakable, is a weighty responsibility, and it's taking its toll.
Sometimes I get so scared I just want to run back. Like, I just want to run away from it because I'm like, I mean, I could just get killed.
Do you want her to come home?
Definitely. Yes, I miss her. I tried not to be a strong woman, but yeah, I miss her a lot.
Mozhdah could be excused for staying home, enjoying the ordinary freedoms that living here brings.
I get to drive my car and I get to like walk free on the street.
But duty calls her back to a job where her life could very well be on the line, in a country that's not even her own.
Honestly, my main concern right now for the future is to stay alive. It's sad, but it's actually my ultimate goal is to stay alive and continue doing what I'm doing as long as I can.